Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I am so happy you are here with me today. Hello, hello, and hello. All right, let's go. There we go. All right. Everybody is here today with me today. Thank you. Hello, 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 everybody. I am so happy and blessed you are here to join me on my 134th episode. For those who are here, thank you, thank you, thank you for rocking with me for all those episodes. 134. Wow, I can't believe it. I remember number one. It was it seemed like it was yesterday. And those who are coming for the first time, welcome, welcome, and please, please, please do come back. I just love seeing you guys here to me, and I feel so happy and so blessed that you have decided to join me. You could have been anywhere in the world today and you decided to come and join me. Thank you. I'm so happy and I feel so blessed. Well, who am I? Well, my name is Coach Don Allen, and I am the CEO of Stay Sexy Wellness. And I help overweight middle-aged women, who feel unworthy, unseen, and forgotten go from being stressed out to having energy, drive, and motivation, and by making small choices and small changes, in the nutrition, self-care, and physical activity so they can become fit, fine, fabulous, and so sexy, loving themselves from the inside out. Yes, 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 ma'am, and yes, sir. Tonight's episode is 134, and it's a part three. It's about healthy holidays. I'm going to do it for the whole month of December. We're going to talk about different things to make our holidays more healthier. Okay, so I hope that you enjoy it. And each episode, I'm going to feature one recipe that I made, and it's kind of fun. I'm kind of enjoying it. I have my lights on. You can't see my Christmas lights. Can't see them. I have to hold them for you. Da, 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 da. So anyway, yes. I'm going to feature one meal or one dessert that I found that is going to have a theme around our holidays. Okay. So what I'm doing is, I'm talking about how we can make them more healthier, how we can make us healthier. And the reason why, we are all we're gaining weight, guys, and we gain roughly 1 to 2 pounds around the holiday. Well, because we're happy, and everyone's happy, and when you're happy, you might kind of eat a little more, and then Christmas time and the holidays, people make our favorite special meals, like the macaroni and cheese. You might make that red velvet, and all those fun and this food you might not get all the time. So you're gonna just, I love it. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it. But we have to just, be mindful, and nothing wrong with enjoying yourself, but just be mindful of what we're eating, and maybe I'm not saying eat less. Just be mindful and enjoy yourself. Okay, but just be mindful of what we're eating, the amount we're eating, some type of maybe portion controls. But we'll talk about that later. So the reason why I'm doing this is, like I said, we have weight gain. And as a nation, as a country, we are overweight as far as eating too much sugar. So let me tell you what I'm talking about. Well, in the 1800s, the average American only consumed 4 to 18 pounds of sugar. 4 to 18 pounds. Currently, we're at 80 pounds of sugar, which is about 24 teaspoons a day. And the American Heart Association only recommends that we do 6 to 9 teaspoons. So we are way over, way past. So we need to just be mindful of that and just know that number. And if you know, then you do better, right? If you don't know, you don't know. But now I'm going to let you know, try your best to do close to 6 to 9 as possible. If you're doing more, right? It starts with knowing, right? Knowing is power. Knowledge is power. So, but some of the things that you may not know is there is some hidden sugars in some of them food. So we might not know some hidden sugars, like they're high in fructose and corn syrup, cane sugar, beet sugar, corn syrup sugar. So there are some things that you might know, some sneaky sugars that we're hiding about. So let me say hello and see who's here, and see who's here in the house today, who's joining us today. All right. Oh, we have Harlem in the house, and we have the nation's capital, DC, in the house. Yes. And we do have And we also have Strong Island in the house. Yes, Strong Island in the house as well. Yes, yes. Alrighty then, let's see. Go back here. All right. So I am so happy you guys are here with me today. And you're going to have a treat today. We're going to have a treat. You're going to be happy that when I tell you what's going on today and the different things that you can have and eat. And you're gonna really enjoy. We're gonna talk about today. So I'll get back in here. So treats, yes. Desserts, yes. We all love our desserts, right? This is the time when we get happy. We meet people, we have friends, family, haven't seen for a long time. Everybody says, here, try this cookie, try this chocolate, have my cake. And not gonna say no, that's being rude, right? So, we eat a little more than we normally would, and that's okay. You enjoy it, and then after that, we have to do exercise, but that's coming later. But enjoy it while you can, because it might not see the person next year, and we're enjoying ourselves for the holidays, and that's what we do. But so what I'm going to talk about today, it's going to be fun. The top 10 holiday treats, the top 10 holiday desserts. And you'd be surprised. I was surprised how many are from North America. So, question for you guys, put in the chat, how many out of the top 10, how many do you think are American or originated from Americas, from North America to be exact? Question, how many do you think out of the 10, how many do you think are from North America? To put it in the chat. I'm gonna see how well, because I was surprised when I guessed. I didn't guess correctly. So almost maybe did better than me. So what I'm talking about is the 10 top holiday desserts. And this is worldwide. Okay. So I didn't make it up. This is what I researched in the top 10. And I researched a couple of other different surveys, and they're pretty much very similar. Okay. Maybe one or two is different, but for the most part, they're the same desserts on most of these lists. So I was surprised. Some I never heard of, and some I have. So maybe tell me at the end, how many have you heard of? So question number one, how many desserts do you think are originated from North America? That's number one. And question number two, how many have you heard of before? I heard of some of them, but I didn't hear all of them. So just curious. Just put in the chat at the end, okay? So we're going to talk about. So first of all, I did mention that we are eating a lot of sugar. I mentioned that before. And we're doing about 80 pounds of sugar. And we need to reduce to 6 to 9 teaspoons. And I will say, they say that we are doing better. So there is a light at the tunnel. And but the issue is, or where it started from, is that the sneaky sugars, first of all, and our processed food. Listen, guys, we are a microwavable society. We like everything fast and quick. We're in a hurry. We're busy. And processed food is quick and easy, but unfortunately, it's full of things that are not healthy for our body. So the more processed food we get them sneaky calories, sneaky sugars in there. So we got to watch that. And our sugary drinks. So those are areas we have to watch out. So one of the things you can do is prepare your own food, because you know exactly what you're putting in it, right? So we're going to talk about one thing so a lot of it's sugar. So I'm going to talk to you real quick about sugar swap. Some of the things you can do to switch your sugars. So one of them is you can use raw coconut palm sugar, okay? And that's 35 on the glycemic index. So it's great for baking, and it's a one-on-one swap. What that means is if the recipe asks for 1 cup of sugar, then you would do 1 cup of raw palm sugar. So it's one-on-one. It's easy to measure. Another one is date sugar, and that's 50 on the glycemic index. So on that one, it's also one-on-one, which is easy to measure, and it is good for baked goods, and it's raw. It's good for raw and best for puree food and using snacks and drinks. Okay, raw honey, 50 on the glycemic index, and that's 50% sweeter, which means if something calls for a cup of sugar, you're going to use a half of honey, because it's twice as much density, I guess you want to say, right? So you use less honey compared to the sugar. Another one is real maple syrup, That's 54 on the glycemic index, and that's 25% sweeter than sugar. So if it's a cup of sugar, you only put 3/4 cup of maple syrup. Another thing is stevia. That's 200% sweeter. So basically that is if you would pretty much taste it. That's my mom. She's in the hospital. Okay, 1 second. Hey, Mom, you were calling during my podcast time, and I'll call you when I'm finished. Say hello to everybody. It's my mom calling from Bermuda. Hey. Okay, now I'll call you back. All right, I'll call you back. Great. You calling going home tomorrow. Great job. Yay. That's good. Call you right back. That's great news. All right. She's in the hospital, and she's been there for 2 weeks, and tomorrow she's going home. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. So it's my mom. She's in the hospital. She broke her hip. And yes, so she's doing much better. She's going home tomorrow. I'm so happy about that. Yacon syrup, it's less sweet, best used in small doses. So that's not one of the top ones. And mesquite, anyway. So those are raw coconut, palm sugar, date sugar, raw honey, real maple syrup, stevia is 200%. And it says, so like you probably just want to 2 tablespoons. You're going to do a little bit at a time. Just taste it as you go. So those are just some of the sugar swaps that we do. But I like also doing monk fruit. Monk fruit's 1-to-1. And then also something that I also use is Allulose. I'm saying that right, and that's also 1-to-1, and that's good in baking. So that's better baking than monk fruit, because when you bake it, it's the food, because I'm more browner. Okay, it's more browner, but it still tastes good. I mean, monk fruit is good, but just that when you bake with Allulose, your products are more browner, and I'll show you that later on how it happens with that. Okay, so now let's get to the fun part. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Are you excited? I'm excited. Let me see if anybody else jumped on real quick. Let's see if anybody else jumped on real quickie. Let's see if anybody else. Let's see. Okay. Do I do that right? Okay. All right. All right. So, number 1, Christmas pudding. Christmas pudding, and that is a British tradition. It said it's rich with fruit pudding. Is often prepared months in advance, and it had brandy and rum to make it mature. So that's one of the mature desserts, guys. Number 2, gingerbread cookies, gingerbread men. That originated, I didn't know this, originated from Greece and Egypt. But it was more of a spice back then. It's more of a spicy then. Then it happened in the Middle Ages. It got transformed and became more popular in Europe. And they transform it where now it's have shapes, for which is round. Now they have shapes. They have the gingerbread men. And then we have gingerbread houses. And that was, that came popular because of the Brothers Grimm fairy tales, Hansel and Gretel. And that's how we came with the gingerbread houses from Hansel and Gretel. That was so cute. Number 3, mince pie. Now, mince pie is British. And it used to be meat in it, but they don't really make it with meat anymore. So they said it's tart. It's filled with spices of dried fruit and spirits. Spirits, you know what spirits are, right? Okay. So that's some type of it's filled with spirits. They talk about dark, spicy rum. You put that in there. You got cranberries, apricot, dates, candy ginger. Those are the type of things they put in it, and they put those spirits to give it that, I guess, that special kick. Alrighty then. I have to try that. I think I'm gonna try that. It's gonna be fun. Number 4, Yule log, and it comes from France, and it is a rolled chocolate sponge cake, decorated with chocolate, and it's supposed to be looking like a log. So that is number 4. That's France. Number 5, Christmas trifle. This is the layered dessert. And they put it in the glass bowl, and they said it's combined. It's a sponge cake, and then a fruit jelly, and then it's custard, then it's whipped cream, and then it's with a splash of sherry and rum again. Man, and you know it came from England. It seemed like all these English desserts have some type of a little spice or rum in it. Interesting. Okay, guys. Okay, Brits, I see how y'all working. Number 6, we have a sugar cookie or shortbread. Now, it started in Scotland, and basically it started with a wheat-based recipe. So remember that, wheat-based. That's how it started out. And then it got changed into then they added butter, and they added sugar to it, and they added flour. So they went from wheat to flour. So they changed that. And the word short means created by high butter. So shortbread has a lot of butter in it. Okay, short means high butter. Okay, and this was popularized by Queen Mary of Scots. That's one of her favorite desserts. Okay, so it's sugar cookie or shortbread. So pretty much shortbread, you add sugar and coat it with sugar, then it becomes a sugar cookie. Remember that. Okay. Number 7, sticky toffee pudding. I bet you know where that came from. Sticky. It's British. It's a moist, dark sponge cake with dates covered with rich toffee sauce. That sounds good. And served with warm vanilla ice cream. That sounds really good. I like how that sounds. I like that a lot. Number 8, pecan or pumpkin pie from North America. We got one. Born in the USA. We got one, guys. Pecan or pumpkin pie. Number 8. We made one. We made the list. We made the cut, right? Number 8. Number 9 is a panettone or Pandora. Hope I'm saying that right. It's Italian. It's a Christmas bread. One is fruit stud. That's the panettone. That's the fruit one. And the other one is Pandora. That's without the fruit. So it's one with fruit and one without fruit. Okay. And it says can be served with cream or other desserts, like something like a tiramisu. Okay. Number 10, eggnog cheesecake. That sounds like a lot. It's like a lot, but eggnog cheesecake. Okay. So eggnog, it's Christmas beverage, you know that. And it said it started out with a creamy, spiced flavor. That's how it started out. And then the eggnog came from Europe in medieval times. It was a spiced drink made with milk and eggnog. And then it became popular in the Americas. And with the cheesecake section, the cheesecake part, that came from ancient Greece. And it evolved throughout the years. So those are the top 10. I did add some honorable mentions because, that's 10 is nice, but I added a few more to my Christmas cake. Okay. Chocolate fondue, apple pie, peppermint bark, snickerdoodles, hot cocoa cake. I said, what is hot cocoa cake? So I had to talk about that. That was kind of interesting. So hot cocoa cake, they said it was like 3,000 years ago, and it came from Mesoamerican. And they the ones that had discovered cocoa. It's interesting. And it was introduced with sugar and milk in the 17th centuries, and it transformed to hot cocoa into a sweeter beverage. So I thought that was very interesting. So hot cocoa cake. Interesting, right? And number 17, chocolate crinkles. Now this one is originated in the United States. So during the mid-20th century, it inspired by traditional chocolate cookies, but with a unique crinkle appearance. Became popular in 1960s, 1970s as a holiday treat, made with cocoa powder, giving them a rich chocolate flavor, rolled in powdered sugar before you bake it. So you roll it in the powdered sugar first, then you bake it, and that gives it that signature crackle look. And I never heard it before. That's called chocolate crinkles. Okay. So that was the top 17, the top 10 with 7 honorable mentions. We only had one treat, one healthy treat, holiday treat from the US. I was like, wow, only one. How many guys did you guys guess? How many there were? Did anybody guess 10 or guess 1? Because I was like, only one was only one? That's crazy. Hey, Shaw, how are you doing? We have a question. My question, Shaw, I asked the guys was, I just did 10 treats. I want to know, can you guess how many of them was created or originated from the United States? And it only was one. Out of 10, only one. That was pecan and pumpkin pie. The rest was pretty much European, pretty much. So what I did, I took the shortbread recipe, and I made it my own, the little tweakization in. So let me say with the shortbread. And I took it and I made it my own. And it's called, I made thumbprint cookies. Thumbprint cookies. So what I did, it calls for 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I switched it up and I made it wheat flour. Because if you remember, the original shortbread was made with wheat flour. So I said, okay, I'm going back in time. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I use Himalayan salt. A cup of granulated sugar. I use allulose. So what I used, I couldn't really find. I looked online. I went to the store. It wasn't there. So I did a combination of monk fruit and allulose combination because I wanted the allulose because they said it browns better when you bake it. So I did that. And it says 3 tablespoons of light brown sugar. So I did get organic light brown because it said to get that. 1 large egg. I got cage-free eggs. And use some vanilla extract. And then I use different jams. So what I used for my jammy jams, I had in my refrigerator, I have pineapple, rum, and coconut fruit spread. That's what I used. And I used pear with vanilla. And I used regular grape jelly. You know, I got to be extra, and I threw in my dark chocolate on some of them, and I chopped in a little bit of chopped macadamia nuts. So when you mix it all up, and so basically mix it all up, and then you make it to a ball, and then you put your thumb in it. Put your thumb, make a little hole, and then you put it in the oven. No, I'm sorry. You make a little hole. You put it in the freezer or refrigerator for a while so it get hard. Then you take it out. Then you put your jelly filler in. Then you put it in for like 12 minutes in the oven for like on 350 for 12 minutes. And voila. So let me show you my voilas, okay? Ooh. So this is the plain grape jelly. So what I did, I made 2 different recipes. I did one sugar cookie. The sugar one, before you put it in the oven, you dough it up, and then you roll it in a sugar and salt mixture, and then you put it in the oven. So this is a little darker because it's laced with sugar, not a lot of sugar, it's a little bit. And I use the monk fruit and the allulose, so it's low. It's like 0 calories of sugar, but because I use the allulose, it's darker, a little darker. This is jelly. This is the pear and vanilla. This one is the other one, which is pineapple, rum, and coconut. And this is my chocolate and macadamia. You can put whatever you want to put in the little hole right there. And that's what I made. And it tastes very yummy. So that's the one with our rolled with sugar. And this one I didn't roll with sugar. So this is more of a shortbread, and that's more of a sugar cookie. So this is the one that's a little bit lighter because I didn't put sugar on the outside. So it's the same thing. I put jelly. This one is the pear, and this one is the coconut, rum, and pineapple. So that was fun. So you can do whatever you want to do. But what I did, I just took the ingredients and I substituted for more healthier ingredients, and it's less calories, and it still tastes good. I can wait to get some little tea later on. But anyway, so that's why I had some fun. So if you want the recipe, let me know. It's really, really, really easy. And prep time, it says 1 hour. And the reason why it's an hour, because you have to put it in the refrigerator for a while or put it in the freezer so that will get a little harder. And then you put it, but it really wasn't really an hour, but it was really easy. And what it is, you put one tray at a time. So that's why it takes so long. You put one tray in, take it out. You don't want to put two at the same time. I don't know why, but that's what they said. So I did what I was told to do. But it was fun. So you have any questions for me? So next week I'm gonna have another recipe. I'm just trying to find fun recipes to make that you can always change it and show you that any recipe you have, you can always substitute it for anything that you want. So you can always substitute for anything. So you don't have to say, "Oh, I can't have that because it's fattening." Yeah, it may be, but you always find some type of swap. Swap the sugar, you swap the flour, swap the butter. Because I use unsalted butter. It's everything is pretty much, you can swap with anything that you want to. So don't feel like that you have to be without because others are eating. No, you can eat too. Just find a way to make it more healthy. That's it. So if you have any questions, you can always hit me up and we can make a 30-minute one-on-one conversation. If you need help with anything or what food to swap out for, sugars or anything, let me know. I'm here on Coach D. And I would love, love, love to help you because I lost 50 pounds and it wasn't that bad. I just learned how to eat and how to, I had to change my thinking. I didn't want to exercise, but I realized it all goes together. You have to watch what you eat and move the body because it all is a combination. Take care of yourself, get some sleep and some rest, reduce that stress because stress will make you want to eat more. So if you have any more questions, all I have for now. And see you next week. And thank you for joining Stay Sexy Wellness, the Coach Dawn Allen podcast. Until next week, goodbye for now. Love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot. And all the ingredients, I got it from the regular grocery store, not no specialty store. I got it from a regular store. So you don't have to try to find anything. Okay? All right. Goodbye for now.